If heartfelt gratitude is expressed towards the ancestors, they will surely reward strength, light, inspiration, guidance, support, and emotional grants. Pandit Shriram Sharma Acharya. Book title: पितृ हमारे अदृश्य सहायक. Our invisible help, our ancestors. Book introduction. Does life exist after death? This question, and probably the most important question regarding the relevance of human life, has always fascinated everyone. Science, which always believes in only empirical evidence, neither agrees nor denies it. Death is an irreversible event that causes a body to stop functioning. After death, what happens to the energy which exists in the body? According to the law of conservation of energy, energy can neither be created nor be destroyed, only transferred. So where does this energy transfer? The researchers carried under NDE, that is near-death experience, report a unique cognitive experience in relation to death. For example, people who share their experiences perceive seeing their bodies and the doctors and nurses trying to revive them, yet feel very peaceful while observing. Some report a realization that they may have actually died. Recent research in this area state that consciousness exists even after normal brain function ceases. However, do people really go to another realm after death is the area of continuous interest and research at the moment. According to the three bodies doctrine in Hinduism, the subtle body together with the causal body is the transmigrating soul, separating from the gross body upon death and acquiring another gross body when the time arrives. Each culture, religion and age have different theories to believe in. Plenty of literature exists, including this book, to support, and together they all proclaim the existence of the soul after death and their cooperation and help to the living world as eternal truth. Read this book to understand what happens after death, where the soul exists and how it lives. Do departed souls help the living world from another realms? According to the Theophysical Society, souls keep progressing always. They help and support the Almighty in taking care of the world. They firmly believe divine souls congregate in the centers of the Himalayas. Whenever any calamity happens on earth, they come down and help eligible candidates resolve the issues on earth. After several experiments, the British physicist and mathematician Adrian Dobbs concluded that subtle messenger power currents keep flowing in this universe, which make contact with the human senses. In this book, The Roots of Coincidences, author Arthur Koestler has further added to Dr. Dobbs' theory that the invisible cosmic forces contact human beings, foreshadowing and motivating them in times of crisis. They can also be referred to as invisible helpers. There are plenty of examples where people benefit through invisible forces that are otherwise not possible in normal circumstances. Several episodes of such contact and exchange between the visible and invisible worlds are associated with many ordinary and eminent personalities. There is no room for such incidents being controversial. Read this book to learn about real-life experiences where people have received grants from divine souls and benefited through their cooperation. How can knowing the world of these invisible helpers help humankind? And what are the ways to develop this cooperation? Preliminary information about rain, storm, snow, weather, etc. is captured by looking at the current state of atmosphere. Similarly, by looking at the conscious movements going on in the invisible world, a foreshadowing of future possibilities, past events, and present circumstances can be obtained. The thought of having an encounter with any departed soul may create fear, but we need to understand that the invisible world does not help us the way shown in tales and fictional movies. After leaving the body, the soul is detached and its entire focus is spiritual growth and support to humankind. And the first step to develop this cooperation is to begin with gratefulness towards our ancestors, great personalities, saints and sages, etc., as they are responsible for our existence as humans on earth. Read this book to understand all these concepts in much detail with anecdotes from numerous people around the globe and know how these invisible helpers and invisible worlds help humankind. Some excerpts from the book. Similarly, there is a unique world of subtle souls in the invisible world. After leaving the body, beings have to stay in this world until the new birth. The discussion of ghosts, deities, the current world and other worlds, heaven, hell, etc., continues every now and then. Several examples are witnessed day after day where the days after departed souls establish contact with human beings and express cooperation and perform grace. ठीक इसी प्रकार अदृश्य लोक में सूक्ष्म जीवधारियों की एक अनोखी दुनिया है। शरीर छोड़ने के उपरांत नया जन्म मिलने की स्थिति आने तक मनुष्यों को इसी क्षेत्र में रहना पड़ता है। भूत प्रेतों की, देवी देवताओं की, लोक लोकांतरों की, स्वर्ग नर्क की चर्चा पर्याय होती ही रहती है। ऐसे प्रमाण उदाहरण आए दिन मिलते ही रहते हैं जिनसे दिवंगत आत्माओं के सूक्ष्म शरीर धारण किए हुए दिन गुजारने और यदा कदा मनुष्यों के साथ सहयोग या विग्रह करने की जानकारियां मिलती हैं। Through the medium, my father said, I reveal such a mystery which is the greatest need of the world, that we are living in a world in which everything is visible like a gross, everything can be experienced and progress keeps happening. We are not living in a void. Here all the means of entertainment are available. No one is happy sitting idle here. I can still do more work than I could do with my body. You know, I used to love singing. I still practice music. माध्यम के द्वारा मेरे पिता ने कहा था, मैं एक ऐसे रहस्य का उद्घाटन करता हूँ जो विश्व की सबसे बड़ी आवश्यकता है। वह यह कि हम सब एक ऐसे संसार में रह रहे हैं जिसमें स्थूल की तरह सब कुछ दृश्य है, सब कुछ अनुभव गम्य है, जहाँ बराबर उन्नति होती रहती है। हम शून्य में नहीं रह रहे हैं। यहाँ सबको मनोरंजन के साधन उपलब्ध हैं। यहाँ बेकार बैठकर कोई प्रसन्न नहीं रह सकता। जितना शरीर से काम कर सकता था उससे अधिक काम मैं अब भी कर सकता हूँ। तुम जानती होगी मुझे गाने का शौक था। मैं अब भी संगीत का अभ्यास करता हूँ। Several episodes of contact and exchange between the visible and invisible worlds are associated with many eminent personalities, due to which there is no room for such incidents being controversial. It is pretty evident from all these that these great personalities received grants from divine souls and got benefited through their cooperation. दृश्य एवं अदृश्य जगत के मध्य संपर्क एवं आदान प्रदान के ऐसे कई प्रसंग कई विख्यात विभूतियों से जुड़े हुए हैं जिससे उनके विवादास्पद होने की गुंजाइश रही ही नहीं जाती। इन सभी से यह स्पष्ट होता है कि इन व्यक्तियों को देव स्तर की आत्माओं ने अनुदान दिए एवं इनसे सहयोग प्राप्त कर उनसे लाभ उठाया। Sublime souls are always present in the form of Pitar to help all the worthy souls. The scope of their intimacy is quite wide. These ancestral beings look for competent candidates, not the background of a candidate. They are able to identify worthy people and have no personal desire to introduce themselves to others. They consider it their duty to be employed in the path of welfare. Goswami Tulsidas was guided by an ancestral being to the divine path of realizing Sri Hanuman and Lord Ram, and thus played a pivotal role in transforming him from an orphan, emotional child to a great devout poet and saint. उदात्त आत्माएं पितृ रूप में समस्त सब पात्रों की सहायता के लिए सदैव प्रस्तुत रहती हैं। उनकी आत्मीयता की परिधि अति विस्तृत होती है। ये पितृ सत्ताएं पात्रता देखती हैं, परिचय की पृष्ठभूमि नहीं, क्योंकि सत्पात्र का परिचय उन्हें तो मिल ही जाता है और दूसरे को अपना परिचय देने की उनकी कोई निजी आकांक्षा नहीं होती। वे तो कल्याण पथ में नियोजित कर देना ही अपना कर्तव्य मानती है। गोस्वामी तुलसीदास जी को एक पितृसत्ता ने ही हनुमान और भगवान राम के दिव्य दर्शनों की विधि सुझाई थी और उन्हें एक अनाथ भावनाशील बालक से एक भक्त महाकवि और संत बन जाने में महान भूमिका निभाई थी। मिस्टर लीड बेटर इन दिस बुक इनविजिबल हेल्पर्स in a memoir by the London pastor Dr. John Mason Neale recounts that a woman died leaving 2 children behind. After a few days, her husband and the children went to visit a friend's house. Both the friends indulged in gossip and children started playing. While playing, the children reached the stairs of an abandoned corner of that house. Those stairs lead to the basement. The children went going down when they saw their mother coming up. Mother told them, "Don't go further down, go upstairs." After listening to their mother's word, they came back upstairs. By then, the attention of both the friends had gone towards the kids. The house owner got worried, thinking that the children had gone towards the basement. They rushed towards the kids and found them on the stairs. There was a deep well in the basement. The stairs led to it. If the children went further down, they could have fallen into the well and lost their lives. The children told them, "Mother just met us. She asked us to go upstairs, but we are not sure where she went." श्री लीड बेटर ने अपनी पुस्तक इनविजिबल हेल्पर्स में लंदन के पादरी डॉक्टर जॉन मेसन नील के एक संस्मरण में बताया है कि एक महिला 2 बच्चों को छोड़कर मर गई। कुछ दिनों के बाद उसका पिता बच्चों के साथ अपने एक मित्र के घर घूमने गया। दोनों दोस्त गपशप में मशगूल हो गए। बच्चे खेलने लगे। खेलते खेलते बच्चे उस मकान के उपस्थित कोने की सीढ़ियों पर जा पहुंचे। वे सीढ़ियां तह खाने को जाती थी। बच्चे नीचे उतर रहे थे, तभी उन्हें उनकी माँ आती दिखी। माँ ने उनसे कहा कि वह वहां नहीं जाओ, ऊपर चले जाओ। माँ की बात सुनकर वे लौटकर ऊपर आए। तब तक दोनों मित्रों का ध्यान इस बात की ओर जा चुका था। बच्चों के पिता के मित्र घबरा उठे कि मित्र के बच्चे कहीं तहखाने की तरफ तो नहीं गए। वे लोग उधर लपके तो बच्चे सीढ़ियों पर मिले। तहखाने में एक कुआं था। सीढ़ियां उसी तक जाती थी। बच्चे उनमें उतरते चले जाते तो कुएं में गिर सकते थे और तब प्राण गंवा बैठते। इसलिए मित्र घबराते हुए दौड़ से पड़े। बच्चों ने बताया, अभी अभी माँ मिली थी, उसी ने ऊपर आने को कहा, फिर जाने कहाँ चली गई। It should always be remembered that if true respect is given to the ancestors and they are kept satisfied, then they will surely reward strength, light, inspiration, guidance, support, and emotional grants. The gratitude expressed towards the ancestors is reversed and showered on oneself manifold. By rationalizing our mighty intellect, we should accept the existence of the invisible world with gratitude and establish contact with the helpful souls present there to receive benefits through their grants. यह बात सदैव स्मरण रखनी चाहिए कि यदि पितरों को सच्ची श्रद्धा दी जाएगी, उन्हें तृप्त रखा जाएगा, तो वे निश्चय ही शक्ति, प्रकाश, प्रेरणा, मार्गदर्शन, सहयोग व भावनात्मक अनुदान देंगे। पितरों के प्रति व्यक्त की गई कृतज्ञता उल्टे लौटकर बहुगुणित होकर स्वयं पर बरसती है। अपनी मोटी बुद्धि को तार्किक बनाते हुए हमें परोक्ष जगत के अस्तित्व को श्रद्धा के साथ स्वीकार करना चाहिए तथा वहां विद्यमान सहायक आत्माओं से संपर्क स्थापित कर उनके अनुदानों से लाभान्वित होना चाहिए। Some topics from the book. First, connecting with invisible world is beneficial in all aspects. Second, cooperative divine souls. Third, ancestors, our well-wishers, true guides. Fourth, obstructive powers of invisible world. And fifth, reverence towards ancestors, an expression of gratitude.